If you're Filipino-American, you might be wondering if Thanksgiving is being celebrated in the Philippines. And yes, it used to be a holiday when the Philippines was still part of the United States of America, but then over the decades after, it disappeared. The first time it was celebrated was on November 24th, 1899 for Company D of the 30th U.S. Volunteers in Pasay. Here's a photo that you can check out. As you can see, none of the people there are Asian because this is an American holiday. At the top, you can also see some traditional Filipino windows. Unlike in East Asia, the panels are not made out of paper, but they're made out of kapis, which is made out of shells. This is how Filipinos used to make windows, traditionally. When Manuel Quezon was president of the Philippine Commonwealth under American rule, Proclamation number 9 in 1935 designated November 28th as the Thanksgiving holiday. However, this was then followed up by the Japanese occupation, during which Thanksgiving was no longer celebrated. After World War II, it was then brought back, but in 1973, when Ferdinand Marc declared martial law, the holiday was moved to September 21st, which was the day martial law was declared. It would stay this way up until the revolution of 1986, where Filipino people had enough of the dictatorship and stood up. Since then, Thanksgiving is no longer a holiday. Thanksgiving is no longer celebrated. And you can sort of see, as a person of color, why. It started off with not anybody from the region celebrating the holiday, and it was then perpetuated by collaborators. So obviously, for a Filipino, this entire holiday and everything around it is rather negative. Please do not feel guilty for celebrating Thanksgiving. Listen, if you grew up in America, this is just part of maybe your culture, right? You're appreciative of your family and, it's normal. Finally, you might be wondering how to say Thanksgiving in Tagalog. The word is araw ng pasasalamat. Araw means day or sun. Nang is connecting tissue between araw and pasasalamat, which means that they belong together. Salamat is a loan word that entered the Tagalog language and means thank you. I made a whole video about what the indigenous word is for thank you in Tagalog. You can check it out. And if you want to wish somebody happy Thanksgiving, you would be using the phrase maligayang araw ng pasasalamat. Maligayang is made out of 3 parts. Ligaya, the root word, ma, which turns it into an adjective adverb, and the ng, which would connect it to araw. Happy Thanksgiving or joyful Thanksgiving. Hope this helps. Unrelated to this, I have a video game coming up called Gulo Gulo, the Tiny Pirate Island Time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.